What's going on, people? This your boy GB with GB TV, and today's episode is going to be a crash course into the Garmin. And with TransAm, they use this Garmin device right here, and this basically is going to be your navigation. It's going to be your drive log, and it's going to be how you send messages to the office or to dispatch office or to the breakdown office or whatever. Alright, so this right here is the home screen. These little spaces here are on the screen are just different parts of information that you have to interact with. So this right here is the navigation, and this, if you touch it, it'll pull up the navigation. And go back to the home screen. This right here is your logbook, and you got different little parts, and it basically describing all the things that you need to know when you're logged in here, which is this is how much drive time you put in, this is how much shift time I put in the other day, and this is the 70-hour cycle. So basically I've only been working for 57 hours into the cycle, and I was on shift yesterday for 6 before I shut down. The reason I shut down is because you can keep driving into your load. Like say, like my load is like 3 more hours away from now. If I would have kept on driving, by the time I got there, I would have had to shut down and do a 10-hour reset, and then I basically would have been late because my 10-hour reset wouldn't have been over until like 4 hours after I got to the location. So right here, this green is showing how much drive time is still available, and this right here is describing how many hours I had left on my 10-hour reset, which is 52 minutes. You know what I mean? And my drive status is off. And these you can't click on. They're just displaying information, but you can click on duty status, and you can change the duty status from off duty to sleeper berth or to on duty. You can go back out of here, and you can click on the advisor and pull up information, and basically it describes how much drive time you have remaining, which is 5 hours and 53 minutes. Then it tell you gotta remain off duty or in sleeper berth for 52 more minutes to reset the clock to zero everything out. You gotta remain off duty for 24 hours and 52 minutes to reset everything. But right now, I'm just trying to reset the drive time and the shift time, not the cycle time. Alright, so go back. Alright, so this right here is the navigation. And basically they're gonna have a list of places that you're gonna go to inside of that, and once you go to a place, you're gonna click on it, and then once you arrive to that place, you click on it, then once you're done, you click on it. So basically I press completed because I've been to this place already, and this is the location I'm headed to. So the place that I'm headed to, I hit nav, and it come up in the navigation area, which is this area, and it show you the stop completed and how many stops you got total. You can also go to this place where too regular basic car gas stations. Then it can show you restaurants and home stuff and stuff like that. Alright, so the messaging thing, this is how you communicate with dispatch. This is what dispatch talks to text you. And basically they're gonna send your load information through here. They're gonna send your fuel solution, which basically is like where you're gonna gas up at. So like when they send you this load thing, you click on load, basically it's gonna tell you like the trip number, trailer number, the miles you gotta go, and the place that you picking up from, or the shipper. And then it's gonna tell you if you're gonna drop the trailer, and if you got overnight parking, and pickup date and time you must depart. And they're gonna let you know if it's temperature controlled, and like if it's continuous or not. You have to deal with it. You'll learn more about that later. And then the final is like where you're gonna drop the load, which is Walmart in Arcadia, Florida. And you don't drop your trailer, you just get unloaded, and that's the delivery date and time. And then once you get this information, you click on your fuel solution. And in this case, I don't need to get no fuel, so I don't have a fuel address to go to. If I did, it would be in this space here, and it would be one of 3. All right, so back to messages. And once you get your load, you have to do a load commit. You do a load commit by clicking on that checklist icon, and you hit that, and that's going to send them a form 001. And basically, once you click on this, it's going to say, I understand the load assignment, I have the hours available to legally do it, blah blah blah. You send it. Alright, so you're going to click on this icon again, and you're going to have arrived. When you get to the shipper or the place that you're picking up the stuff from, the first thing in the list, they're going to ask you, is you dropping the trailer, yes or no? And that's it. That's all you got to do for that form. Then once you get your stuff, basically like once you do get to the shipper, you're going to go to a guard gate. The guard gate going to ask you for like the pickup number, and then they're going to give you some information on where to go and where the office at. Basically, when they tell you to go somewhere, it's gonna tell you like where the dock at or where the trailer at in the parking lot of the distribution center. All right, so once you do the arrived shipper, you're gonna do the leave shipper. This information, you're gonna type in the trailer number that you hooked up to, or that you took in there with you to get loaded, and you're gonna do the shipper bill of lading. So basically, the shipper gonna give you some paperwork telling you like what's in the amount of weight, and you know where it's going, how much the stuff costs. Then they're gonna ask you, do you got your own trailer locked, and you send that. So then boom, go on about your business. The only thing about this, if you went to a place where you dropped your trailer and you had to pick up a trailer, you have to go all the way to the bottom and do a 50, which is a trailer inspection. Ask you to put your tractor name, your trailer name, your driver ID, date and time, and did you find any defects or not. You usually don't find any defects, but if it's something that's kind of like minor, don't send that, or they'll just shut you down because you can't use the trailer. All right, so after that, these right here is arrive to pickups, and some loads you'll have pickups. Like basically, you'll go to like. Well, I had a pickup situation where I was picking up carpet, and I went to one place and they put some carpet in there. Then I went to another place, they put carpet in there. Then I went to a stop, they put carpet in there. Then I left the stop, went to another stop, and they kept doing that until they filled it up. So after you deliver your load, you're gonna do an empty call. Well, when you get to the drop off, you're gonna put arrived at the final. And then basically you're just gonna send that. You're gonna say keep all signed paperwork and turn in paperwork, which you'll turn in through your phone through an app. After that, once they empty and say you're done, and they stamp your bill of lading, and you send it to your dispatch, you're gonna do empty. Then it's gonna say was there anything short damaged or anything, and did you drop your trailer or not, and if you did, what's to pick up the trailer number that you picked up. Then they're gonna ask you the tractor fuel, which is done in eighths. So basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4 is a half, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a full. Then you send that in, and then you wait for another one of these load information. They send you another one of these, tell you where you're gonna pick up from, where you're going to, you go to here, you commit to that, and you go through these steps again. And that's basically like the crash course into the Garmin. I'll just show you other couple of things in here, like accident report, breakdown report. If you got bad but I haven't used any of that. So basically, the first things that I showed you is what I use regularly. The reefer fuel level. You once you go to a fuel, like your fuel solution, once you go to there and you put gas in your truck, you required to fill up the reefer if you go to a gas station. Then when you go there, you just put how much fuel in there. 0 is empty, and 4 is full, and 2 is a half. And basically, that's all that I really use when I do touch on this thing here. And of course, I go ahead and read my messages. And that, again, that's the crash course. That's all you really need to know. If you have any questions or concerns, just holler at your boy.